I'll just give a few more minutes to see if anybody else joins in for today's class. All you're going to be needing for this class is body length space, your mat, positive attitude, and well, any props that you need for the class, also each strap or whatever. Remember always to make this practice your own. And I'll just, okay, it's still running. It freezes sometimes, but I think everything's working fine at the moment. And please let me know if you have any questions or anything that you would like to let me know. I would love to hear from you and for you to tell me how this practice feels on your body. Okay, so we'll get started then. And let's see. It's okay. Okay. Hello, Mama. Alright, so we're going to start on a comfortable seated position. I'm starting in Utkatasana, easy pose. Just close your eyes, start connecting with your breath. Just tuning in, feeling each inhale and exhale going through your nose, down your throat, into your lungs. Whatever thought just comes through your head, as it comes, it goes. Just watch it without really judging it. Observing the temperature in your body, the sounds around you. Sound of your breath. Just take a moment, set an intention for tonight's class. All the energy that we'll be creating during this class, we'll be generating it. Send it towards that intention. Hopefully something that resonates within your heart and your soul. And very slowly, when you find it, I'll just give you a few more minutes for you to connect with it, with that intention. And very slowly, when you find it, start blinking your eyes all the way until you open them up. And start making circles with your head towards one side. Just releasing any tension. I always like to start with the neck. Hello, good night, Corinne. I always like to start with the neck, making some movements. Just release any tension. Most of the time we have a lot of tension. We hold a lot of tension in our trapeze area, or neck, or jaw. And towards the other side. And say yes with your head. And say no. Bring your hands behind your back. Maybe your pinky fingers touch each other behind your back. And bring your shoulder blades together and open up your chest. Look up towards the sky. And hold it here. Just feel the sensation in your chest. Keep your belly button in. And release. Inhale, lift your right arm. And as you exhale, bring the palm of the right hand towards the ground. And as you keep inhaling, bring the left arm up towards the sky. And maybe you can bring your right forearm towards the ground. Just keep breathing, stretching the whole side of your left body. Try to keep opening up your chest. And as you exhale, come towards the other side. Bring the palm of your left hand towards the ground. Lift the right arm. And maybe you can bring your left forearm towards the ground. So try for bringing your forearm towards the ground, but without your right sit bones to lift away from the ground. So just keep opening up your chest. And as you inhale, come back to center. And we're going to come into a plank pose. We're going to start warming up our wrists. We're going to do a little bit of arm balances today. So we're going to really warm up. Make sure to be warming up our wrists as much as we can. So come first. If you're seeing right now, if you're taking my class, you can see, yes, okay, it's working now. I'm sorry, I know why sometimes the images get stuck, but I think I'm back now. All right, so we're gonna go onto downward facing dog, spreading your fingers apart. So come first to a high plank position, and then from high plank, we're gonna go straight to our downward facing dog. So high plank, and from here, try not to adjust your hands or your feet. Just from your high plank, push the ground with your hands, and lift your hips up towards the sky. If this happens and you're not able to bring your heels towards the ground, then that's totally fine. Maybe you even want to bend your knees a little bit to go a little bit deeper, but keep lengthening through your spine. Maybe you need to take your downward facing dog for a walk, bending one knee and the other. Keep breathing. Say yes and say no with your head. And start walking your feet all the way towards your hands. And forward fold. Catch your elbows to opposite hands. Just feel the nice stretch in the back part of your legs and your hamstrings. And slowly start making all the way up to standing. Last thing that comes up is your head. And as you inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, forward fold, plug in your hands towards the mat, walk your feet towards a high plank. And as you exhale, either with your knees or the full expression of it, we're going to go onto Chaturanga Dandasana, keeping your elbows close to your rib cage. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, look in between your hands, bend your knees, either step, walk your feet in between your hands, or take a little hop in between your hands. Urdhva and Samastitihi. Inhale up, lift your arms, and as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up, halfway lift, and as you exhale, plug your hands, either step, float, or walk your feet towards your Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up, bend your knees, And either step your feet or take a little hop in between your hands. Inhale, Utkatasana. And as you exhale, Samasthiti. Last one. Inhale, hands up towards the sky. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Keep lengthening through your spine. Keep your hips squared as much as you can. And as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Bring the left knee down towards the ground and lift your chest up and Untitled. Lift your arms up and try to notice that your right knee is stacked right above your right ankle. Keep opening up your chest. Keep extending your elbows. If it's possible to bring your shoulders behind your ears, go ahead and do so and sink in a little bit deeper into the posture. And as you exhale, hug your leg, hug your quad and your thigh, and extend the right knee. So keep looking forward to a point or something that's not moving. And now try to maybe extend completely your knee as you lift your toes away from the ground. You're only going to be plugging in your heel, your right heel towards the ground. Extend the right knee. Keep lengthening through your spine. Look some point that's not moving. And just feel the extension of your hamstring as you also feel how you engage your core in order for you not to fall. And come back to your Ardachandrasana. Frame the right foot, and plug in now your left toes. Lift the left knee away from the ground, and as you inhale, lift your chest up, warrior one with balance. Keep breathing in. As you inhale, now we're going to transfer our weight. We're going to shift the weight towards the right foot. I'm going to enter into our warrior three. So extend forward, keep squaring your hips towards the ground, flex the left foot behind you, look some point that's not moving, and breathe here for 5. Or I'm going to step a little bit backwards so you can see I'm still inside of the frame. 2, and 1. And as you exhale, bring the right hand in line with the right foot and open up your hips towards one side. As you inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, come to a standing split. Keep lifting the left leg up towards the sky. And now bring the left knee close to the right knee and start lifting up your chest away from the ground. We're going to go do a figure 4 with our legs. So bring the left leg on top of your right knee and we're going to go into a variation of Utkatasana. So like a sitting squat. You're just going to feel the posture here. Hands in prayers position in front of your heart space. And I'm going to hold it. Keep flexing the left foot as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift your chest up. Bring the left knee close to your chest. Keep looking at some point that's moving in front of you. And extend the left knee. Now really use your core to keep this position. Try not to go and shift your weight backwards or forward. Just keep lengthening through your spine. Keep feeling the work with your thigh, with your quad, your hip flexor. And as you exhale, bring the left foot backwards. And bring the right foot backwards. Downward facing dog. And as you exhale, optional, 3-legged Chaturanga, or just go to your normal vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. It's going to hold here for 5 breaths. If it's too much, you can just come to your knees and rest in child's pose. Ooh, a good yoga mat to start out with. I'm seeing your questions, Corinne. I'll let you know when we finish the class. I'll give you some options so you can try it out. And as you inhale now, lift the left foot up towards the sky. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Drop the right knee towards the ground. Lift your chest up, and we're going to come and enter into your Untitled. So now just sink in, go a little bit deeper into this posture. Just really feeling the extension on your psoas. Lift your arms up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers and bring your shoulders behind your ears as much as you can without really sacrificing or just like doing it from the lumbar zone, but actually from your chest, from your ribs. So keep opening up your chest. Open up. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3. Sink in a little bit deeper. 2, 1. And as you exhale, hug your thigh. Extend your left knee. And if it's possible to lift your toes away from the ground, lift them up away from the ground. Keep your gaze into one point, something that's not moving. Engage your core and use your breath for 5. Keep lengthening through your spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Now engage and plug in your right toes. Lift your right knee away from the ground. And as you extend your right knee, now you're going to lift your chest, lengthen through your spine, and enter into warrior 1 variation with balance. So keep sinking in, really sink in into your warrior 1, I'm sorry. Keep lengthening through your spine. Keep breathing. And on the next inhale, you're going to shift the weight towards the left foot. So take a deep inhale and come all the way to warrior 3. Keep your hips facing towards the ground. Keep them squared. Flex the right foot. I'm going to hold it for 5. Find your balance. 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, bring the left hand in line with the left foot and open up your chest towards one side into Ardachandrasana, half moon pose. Keep lifting your right foot as much as you can. I'm going to hold it for 5, 4, 3. If you need here your props and your block to reach the floor easily and just like be more aligned with the posture, just go ahead and do so. 2, 1. And as you exhale, bring the right hand back towards the ground. Frame the left foot and just forward fold into standing split. Now change. Instead of flexing your right foot, start pointing your toes. And as you exhale, bring the right knee close to the left knee and start lifting your chest up towards the sky. Oop. Bring your right foot. I'm going to face the camera now so you can see. I'll try not to put the foot on the ground. So bring the right foot right above the left one and start sitting into a variation of Utkatasana. Keeping your hands in prayer position in front of your heart space. Keep breathing. And as you inhale, lift your chest up. And now we're going to point your toes on the right foot and extend your right knee. You're going to hold it here for 5. Keep lengthening through your spine. 3. Feel the burn on the left leg. 2, 1. And as you exhale, bring the right foot backwards into runner's lunge. Plug your hands into your mat. Bring the left foot up towards the sky. And optional here from 3-legged dog, go to your Chaturanga or vinyasa, or if not, just go through your normal vinyasa, bringing the left foot next to the right one. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Inhale, look up towards the front of your mat. And you're gonna bend your knees, and now we're gonna go in between your hands. So either walking, taking small steps towards your hands, or a hop. Come in between your hands, forward fold. And as you inhale, lift your chest up towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're gonna bend your knees, sit into your Utkatasana. So in this posture, try for your knees to always be behind your toes. If you look down, you can still see your toes. Straighten up, keep your elbows extended. Keep lengthening through your spine. And as you exhale, bring your hands now, lower your hands, lift your heels away from the ground as if you're gonna go and dive into a pool. Actually, this posture is called diver's pose. And as you inhale, bring the heels back towards the ground, lift your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, diver's pose. Exhale, Utkatasana. And diver's pose. And inhale, lift your knees. Keep lifting. Extend your knees. Keep lifting your heels away from the ground. And we're gonna find the balance here in this posture. It's so simple, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to just keep your heels lifted. Keep gazing to a point or something that's not moving in front of you. And as you exhale, now bring your arms in line with your shoulders. Keep your shoulder blades together. And start sinking in your chest towards the ground as if you're gonna do a warrior 3 position with your upper body. Keep your heels lifted away from the ground. Keep breathing for 5. Find your balance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands in prayer position in front of your heart. Keep your heels lifted and start bending your knees and bringing your hips closer to your heels as much as you can. Keep your heels up, lifted away from the ground. And maybe you can come all the way into a variation. Your Utkatasana, keeping your hips close to your heels. Keep your arms and your hands in prayer position in front of your heart space. And try to find your balance here. Feel your breath. Perhaps you want to close your eyes and play with the balance a little bit more. And as you inhale, lift all the way up without bringing your heels down to the ground. And as you exhale, release. Bring one hand towards your belly and one hand towards your heart space. Feel your breath. Inhale up, lift your arms towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to go through your vinyasa. Plug your hands into your mat. And as you exhale, either take a little hop or step your feet backwards into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to come all the way, bring your hips towards the ground into a Cobra pose. So roll your shoulders away from your ears. Keep lengthening through your spine. And we're gonna do just to strengthen up our arms and really tune in into the posture, into the arm balance that we're gonna do today. So I want you to really feel your arms. We're gonna warm up our core a little bit and just, start cultivating that strength that we need in our arms for arm balances. So clue here is to never let for your elbows to just separate away from your rib cage, but rather keep them as close as you can to your rib cage. And we're gonna go for 10 chaturangas, but with our legs. So we're only gonna bend our elbows and lift our chest up for 10, 9. Keep your hands close to your chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your chest, roll, slide your hips close to your wrists, plug in your toes, and push the ground, lifting your hips up towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to come into a plank pose. And from plank pose, you're going to bring right forearm towards the ground and left forearm towards the ground. And as you inhale, right palm, high plank. And we're going to keep like that for 8. So we're going to be shifting from high plank to low plank, alternating our hands and palms of our hands and wrists as we go down. And forearms, I'm sorry. So we're going to go into low plank. Inhale, high plank. Switch now, we're going to lower the other hand. Low plank. And as you inhale, high plank. And as you exhale, low plank. And as you inhale, high plank. Just feeling your core, and as you exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up toward the sky. Say yes with your head, say no. Keep breathing in. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, bend your knees. And take a step in between your hands, forward fold. And as you inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, release, forward fold once again. Feel the extension in the back part of your legs. Say yes with your head, say no. Now bring your hands forward and spread your toes, mat with your toes, your feet mat width apart, bend your knees, and bring your sacrum closer to the ground, keeping your elbows inside of your knees. Hands in prayer positions in front of your heart. Keep lengthening through your spine. Into Malasana. Just feel your breath. Feel your energy. And as you exhale, plug your hands towards the mat and lift your hips away from the ground, forward fold, and roll all the way back up to standing. Last thing that comes up is your head. Now we're going to enter. We had warmed up already for a posture that we're going to be working on today. One of our imbalances that we'll be working on. So you're going to bring the right foot above the left knee. And now bring your hands into prayer's position. Keep flexing the right foot as much as you can. And we're going to go all the way into Utkatasana, bending the left knee. And now try to bring your foot, kind of hook it. It's like a hook now as it's flexed towards your tricep. Bring the right knee also towards your right shoulder level. And then you're going to slowly start transferring the weight forward. So I'm just going to do it sideways so you can see. So keep engaging. The thing and the clue is to keep flexing your right foot as much as possible. Keep hooking it up towards your shoulder, your left shoulder, and transfer the weight forward. And now extend the left knee backwards and point your toes. And come back. So try to hold it for around 3 to 4 breaths. As much as you can. If you cannot extend your back knee, your left knee, then that's okay. Just try to feel the weight. If it's not possible, it's okay. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe whenever it happens, it's okay. Just try to feel the posture and notice really the sensations and how does this make you feel. Does it make you anxious? Does it make you that you cannot breathe? Are you really breathing, or maybe you're holding your breath? So try to be as conscious as you can as you're doing this posture. So I'll give you a few minutes to play with it. I'll play with it myself too. And then we're going to switch sides. So really keep breathing. Keep engaging your core. And when you're done, we're going to go through our vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, bring your knees mat width apart, bring your big toes together, and bring your hips towards your heels. And I'm going to go into Balasana. And we're going to go towards the other side. So as you inhale, look forward. We're going to go through a vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift your hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. And look forward, bend your knees, and take a little hop in between your hands, forward fold. And as you inhale, lift your chest up, arms up towards the sky, hands in prayer position, and Tadasana. Ahora voy. And now we're going to go for the other side. So we did the right side, right foot in front of our left foot. Now bend your left knee and start sitting into your variation of Utkatasana, chair pose, and bring your hands into prayer position in front of your heart. Now make a hook, keep flexing your left foot and make a hook so it comes all the way to your shoulder or to your tricep. And all the time, one side's easier than the other. So maybe this side you'll find it easier than the other side, or maybe not. Just notice it. And start shifting the weight forward and extending the right knee as much as you can. I'm going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Or once again, if you want to play a little bit more, just feel your core, feel how you engage it. I'll just give you a few seconds to play with it, to feel it. And if you cannot lift as much, it's okay. Hold it there. I'm going to try one more time before we go through our vinyasa and to our cooling down. We're about to start to our cool down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go to child's pose. Spread your knees mat width apart. Slide your hands forward. I don't know about you if it's here, it's tropical, but I'm sweating. I hope you're sweating too. And as you inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift your hips downward facing dog. Say yes with your head. Say no with your head. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. And come to a seated position, extend your knees. Inhale, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands close to your mat, feel the energy. Just cooling down, feeling the energy of the earth. Keep flexing your feet. And as you inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Lengthen through your spine. And start forward folding, lengthening through your spine. Maybe you can catch your feet. If this is not possible, just bring a towel or a strap in front of your feet and keep extending and go as straight as you can forward. Feel your breath, feel your energy. Notice the sensations in your body as you do this posture. And as you inhale, lift up. Bring your hips close towards your heels and come all the way down to your back. Spread your feet mat width apart. Extend your arms in line with your shoulders. And now windshield wide your knees towards one side and the other. releasing any tension that you may have. And as you keep windshield wiping your knees towards one side and the other, now bring your knuckles together and extend your arms without letting your knuckles separate away from each other. And back towards your chest and up, just giving a nice stretch to your wrists and to your forearms. And bring your knees close to your chest. Catch the arch of your feet. And try to bring your knees as close as you can towards the ground without your sacrum to lift. So keep rooting and plugging in towards your mat, your sacrum. Bring your knees close to the ground. And maybe you want to extend one knee and then the other. Just feeling the sensations in your body. Maybe you want to extend both knees at the same time. And maybe your feet touches the ground or maybe not. Just notice what happens. And bring your feet towards the ground. As you inhale, lift your hips away from the ground. Hide your shoulders behind your back and bring your palms towards your sacrum. And just release any tension. Release all of your weight into your palms. Keep your eyes closed. Just notice the sensation. Just step into the mat until this moment. Without really judging, just notice it. Notice the sensation. Maybe more at peace at this moment. I'm just feeling thankful for being here, for being alive, for being in the presence of the moon, the stars, and the earth. And just bring your hands, the palms of your hands, to meet above your head. And as you exhale, bring your thumbs towards your third eye. May your thoughts be thoughts of consciousness and wisdom. And towards your lips, may your words be words of compassion, freedom, and may you always speak your truth. And towards your heart space, may you always give and receive the love that you deserve. To all my love and light, namaste. Thank you so much for practicing and joining me tonight. I really enjoyed sharing this practice with you. Oh no, I was freezing, Corey. I just saw this. Okay, good thing that I'm back. And thank you so much. And about the mat, Corinne, the one I'm using right now, it's Manduka. I really recommend those. They're really good. The grip is really nice. So try to see the one I have. It's not so thick, so you can really just carry it around and bring it wherever you go. It's really good for traveling too. That's one option. But there are many others that you can check out there. I really like Manduka. Alo Yoga, I know it also has good ones, and I don't know. I really recommend Manduka since they're also eco-friendly and they last a long time. So if you're gonna invest in a mat, I would recommend that one. Not sponsored or anything, I just really like it. But certain thickness. So it really depends. The one I have, I don't remember the thickness it has exactly, but it's the most thin one they have. It's really good, and whenever I have another one from Manduka too that's a little bit thicker, but this one works really good for me, and I carry it around. I travel with it a lot, and whenever I need for it to be a little bit thicker or certain postures, what I do is I just like fold it, or I use a blanket. But it has not given me any problems, and the grip is really nice, so I would really recommend that one. And thank you so much for joining me tonight into the class. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you Wednesday. I'll be teaching yoga class on Wednesday. It's going to be core yoga.